Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing a Eureka Crate and I'm very excited to get into this with you. So if you are new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to do unboxings, which is what we're doing today, to give you curriculum ideas, organizational ideas, and ways to invite Christ into your homeschool space. So if you're interested in those things, please hit that subscribe button and let's get into this crate. Okay, so my crates finally arrived this month. It's a long story, but something happened with my account. They didn't get shipped, and I'm not getting the Maker Crate and the Koala Crate because they didn't end up having them by the time all of it got sorted out. So I believe this will be the first one that's coming out, the Eureka Crate, and then hopefully the other ones will come closely after that, and then we'll run into the next month because it's almost July already. But these ones, since they were shipped differently, don't have on them what they are, but I have my little sheet right here. So this one says it's a perpetual calendar. So we're gonna open it up and see what that even means. But when we open it, this is what we get. So we have our little booklet here, just one thick booklet. And so this is our calendar, which will be super fun. I feel like my son will love changing this calendar. My kids have become so obsessed with time lately. It kind of, well, one of them in particular, not this one, it's my 6-year-old, and it just kind of drives me crazy, but at least he's working on his time telling skills. So in here we have all the instructions, and I actually like these instructions better than the Tinker Crate. This is only a second box we got, so that might be an overreaching statement, but I still, even looking at them now, I just feel like they're much clearer. I don't know what it is, but there's our instructions. And this one has, I think, a few things at the back. Yeah, it doesn't come with like a separate magazine like most of the other crates do, but in the back it kind of gives a few extra things. And then we have a whole bunch of wood pieces here. Obviously, we gotta put them all together. And we have our numbers and some foam pieces. And I don't know what this is. I think that's the months. There's some different things in there. And then these are cool looking. I don't know if this is something the letters go in, because that looks pretty cool. And we have some zip ties and some more like plastic pieces in here. And we have a whole bunch of wooden rectangles. So those will be fun to play with. And then some more wood pieces, because obviously this is a very wooden thing. So we have a whole bunch of wood pieces. So I think my son's really gonna enjoy putting this together. He's been waiting and waiting for it to get here, and then they were super late this month. So I'm gonna let him get at it and we will let you know how it goes. Okay, so Mazer finished doing the Eureka Crate and he's just really excited to look at the booklet right now, so that's what he's doing. But I'm gonna hold up this Perpetual calendar. It's really hard for me to say that, but it turned out really good. And so what you do is you turn this right here and then it flips the number, and it also flips the day over here. So we just went backwards. But then you can also go this way and then flip it back. I feel like it has a little harder time flipping all the way. So it says Tuesday here, it's the 22nd, and then this is for the month, and you just twist it and it will change the month, which is what I just did. So we'll change it back to June. So this is the calendar, and for the most part it works pretty well. Occasionally these don't line up quite well in the box, so you just have to turn them a little bit. And then when you move it to new places, which hopefully it won't be moving anymore after it sits probably on his desk or upstairs, this kind of shifts a little bit and then the gear gets stuck. So you just have to move that a little bit, but it's not that hard. And so for the letters and the days and everything, they have all red. So Mazer chose to do a mixture. So the month is red and the day is red, but then the day of the week is blue. Or you can do them all red. So these are the days of the week that he could have used. And then they have days that are blue. And then they have the months that are blue. So you can mix and match them. You could mix even these. So you have red, blue in the dates if you wanted to. You can do them all the same color. So I thought that was fun that they gave you that option as well. And then, was there anything that was super hard for you to put together, do you feel like?
Most of it.
Most of it. At least he's being honest. And so I just supervised the whole time as we went through to make sure we were reading the instructions correctly and that things got turned the right way. I feel like he was still able to put most of it together himself. I don't feel like there was anything that was extremely hard. I did the zip ties at the end. So down here, right in these two spots, once you make sure everything's working properly, they say you can put zip ties. I don't think you have to, but it just makes sure everything stays together a little bit better. So I did that. It was a little bit tricky because you're having to put it through a whole bunch of holes down there. But for the most part, he did everything else. I did make sure when we put in all the numbers that they were all lined up correctly, because that part is a little tricky. Can I show you the book for a second? So you put them forwards in one set and then you put them backwards in the other. So it shows right here, you want them all forwards and then here they're backwards. So just little things like that to make sure we got it all right. And then they also have little like checks every once in a while to make sure you're actually putting it together the correct way. So I think that is always very helpful. So I don't think there was anything super hard, but there was also just me supervising a lot to make sure that we didn't make a mistake anywhere. And then he's been loving this book, huh? What have you found in there?
Chinese calendar.
The Chinese calendar. So all of his siblings were just going through it. Can I see? And so here's the Chinese calendar right here. And so he's been going around and telling them all what animal they are from the year they were born and stuff. And so that was really fun, but it has a lot of other things. Sorry, I keep stealing this from you. It has a lot of other cool things in here that talks about the Perpetual calendar and how it works. So the Geneva drive is what this is called right here, this gear back here that you can't see it super well. And so it goes into where it came from. It talks about other things that have that kind of drive in them. And then it talks about the design behind everything. So if you're wondering how it all works and how like the numbers are really cool because when you flip, they just move, right? They stay in the right order and they slide behind the next one, which I think is super cool. And so it gives a lot of things in here. It has calendars gone wrong. Again, it has the Chinese calendar. It has some other calendars back here, the Aztec. So just some really fun things to look at in here that obviously that's what he's obsessed with doing right now. And then it also has some troubleshooting, which I always love that they do this because there usually is something that maybe is a little bit off. So it gives you a whole bunch of things for this, depending on what the problem is, that you can troubleshoot it. Huh. So I think we had a fun time. Did you have a fun time putting this together? Where are you gonna put it?
Room.
Your room? You sounded like a car right there. So you're gonna put it in your room so you can change the date. He's really excited about this. He is the one that likes to like keep track of time and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure it will be fun. Every day he's gonna know exactly what the date is. And so if you enjoyed seeing these type of videos, please give us a thumbs up and we will see you next time.